You have to set your individual targets, and I will never question them. There are corporate God-given targets. There I cannot help you besides giving amusing personal comments about Goodhart's law. But this is another episode. Usually, there's a portion for individual targets though as well. I always let my staff define their own targets. Not because I feel uncomfortable or because I'm lazy, but because I trust in all my staff to come up with challenging yet reasonable targets. Please ask me for advice, challenge me to challenge you, that's all good. But if you write down a target, I want to eat cheese all day, I will also accept it. Probably you will get a 100% achievement as well. Only truth though, the next year we wouldn't be working together either. Not because I despise this decision, but your peers will too. Let me reveal why there's also a win-win-win to let employees define their own targets. First of all, if you don't trust them or you feel that they can't be trusted, two different things by the way, then targets achieved or not won't make anyone really happy anyhow. If you wanted a person to reach 100 and set the target at 100, the person will be reaching 95 or maybe 105. If you want a person to reach 100 but ask, where do you want to be at the end of a year, and you mean it, I can guarantee you that they will say something like 120. If they say 80, that means they didn't trust you. But if we are back at the trusting environment, what will be the number at the end of a year? They will reach something like 130. Much more than you expected in first place. More than they expected by themselves. You might think this is wishful thinking and tea is in la 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 land. Yes, maybe. But you haven't worked with me yet to find out either, right? Before all the haters assemble, here are some exceptions. If you are a manager of managers, meaning your direct reports manage their own teams, the target setting needs to have an additional flavor. Other episode. Furthermore, there are certain business cycles like startup phase or restructuring where some temporary constraints are also necessary because individual targets that are super temporary are very hard to set if there is no reference to it at all. And lastly, the targets in my area of responsibility are nearly never smart. Why? Well, because Goodhart is right. I guess an episode on his law is necessary soon. Until then, have a cup of tea.